We begin in the United States, where hundreds of migrants carried out a protest march along the U.S.-Mexico border to mark International Migrants Day. The migrants protested against the United States shutting down its border with Mexico and increasing border patrols along the U.S. southern border. The immigrants urged incoming President Donald Trump to be more compassionate and mindful towards thousands of people seeking a better life in the United States.
December
18th, 2024 marks International Migrant Day. While it might seem like a celebration, it's actually a commemoration of migrants seeking better opportunities abroad. In Tijuana, near the U.S. border, we highlight these issues to urge the current and incoming U.S. government to be more sensitive to the needs of communities migrating due to severe problems in their home countries.
We ask Donald Trump, who is about to take office, to have compassion for everyone, not just for Mexicans, as he claims to dislike them. But we are all human beings.
Meanwhile, during the protest, rumors circulated that the border had been open for 24 hours to mark the International Migrants Day. Now, following the rumor, hundreds of migrants ran towards the border before they were stopped by U.S. Border Patrol. Agents deployed helicopters and troops in riot gear to disperse the incoming group of migrants. Eventually, the Border Patrol guards fired tear gas to deter the people from advancing further.
Today, we heard they would open the border on December 18th. Many of us are here because the situation in our countries forces us to come here. I am being persecuted for disagreeing with the dictatorship, and I had to migrate. I am one of many migrants.
We found that the helicopter was throwing down this dust that suffocated us, and the soldiers started firing tear gas to stop us from crossing.
Now, despite the brief clashes between migrants and agents, protests continued on the border. Meanwhile, thousands of migrants have formed a new caravan and are heading towards the United States before Donald Trump takes the oath of office on January 20th.
First of all, human mobility is not going to cease. People are not going to stop walking and advancing towards the United States, no matter who the president is. The problem is there is no civilized agreement between the parties, between the government of Claudia Sheinbaum and the U.S. government. Donald Trump appointing a former CIA agent as U.S. ambassador to Mexico represents several things for the Mexican government.
Now, the panic among migrants has increased since Donald Trump named former ICE Director Tom Homan as the new Border Czar in the upcoming administration. In a recent interview with CNN, Homan doubled down on his plans for mass deportations and said he needs at least 100,000 beds for mass deportations, which is more than double the 40,000 beds ICE is currently funded for. As the inauguration fast approaches, Donald Trump's anti-migrant rhetoric is forcing hundreds of asylum seekers to make a desperate dash for the border before he takes office.